One thing that I find so admirable about you, I was looking at your IMDb. You have over 100 credits, and it's such an incredible variety from something like Criminal Minds to Walking Dead to Whit Stillman's films to Chappaquiddick, if I'm saying that film
Yeah,
title,
Chappaquiddick. Yeah, yeah.
Chappaquiddick, and it's like you're moving between genres. You're moving between television or streaming shows like Pen 15, and then you're doing something that's sort of really auteur based, with fine directors. And do you find that also in that case you're just doing your work and it doesn't matter that the medium has gone from something that's jovial to something that's ultra serious? It's just you're still right at work, and that's what builds the consistency so that you can do such a long-standing career.
Yeah, I often think that most actors have one role. They can do one role, and some actors make a career out of doing one role. I always think of the one girl on Sex in the City, the kind of bookish girl, Charlotte. She played that kind of uptight, waspy girl really well. And she never really branched out. And this isn't a cut to her. She's a wonderful actress, but she never really branched out of that role. She did that one role. I also think Chandler on Friends, Matthew Perry, a great actor at that one role. But you don't you one seldom sees them do other types of characters. And sometimes that's great because they are very famous as Chandler on Friends and made millions and millions of dollars, or Charlotte on Sex in the City, or whatever. But I think to sustain a long career, you have to work across the board, not only in theater and film and TV, but also comedy and drama and then I would even say lead roles and supporting roles. People often ask me, what kind of work do you do? And I'll say I do big roles in small movies and small roles in big movies. And I would love to do big roles in big movies, um, but those spots are tough, and they often, I fall a little bit between cracks of am I a leading man or am I a character man or whatever. And so I think you have to find a broad base of work to sustain a long career. My acting teacher, Terry Schreiber in New York, um, said to me one time, you know, acting is a wonderful way to live a life, but a terrible way to make a living. And that's kind of true. Although there are times when they come together and it's a wonderful way to live a life and a wonderful way to make a living. Um, so I, I'm not sure I answered your question, but I think what has sustained me is the ability to work across the board. I don't do many commercials, but I used to do commercials. I do a lot of theater, and I certainly do TV and film when it's appropriate.
We have students from the producing course that I'm doing this semester, and actually this coming week in class. I don't know if Darren knows this, but he's on the line with us. SAG-AFTRA